From the moment humans created the first weapon, the extinction of countless species became inevitable. However, animals with living relatives today offer hope for reviving some extinct species. In fact, some have already been brought back. Here's a look at 6 fascinating extinct animals and their potential return to our world. 6. Ground sloth. We all know modern sloths as one of the laziest animals on Earth, but during the Ice Age, their ancestors, the ground sloths, were massive. They were herbivores the size of elephants and roamed woodlands and grasslands. Unfortunately, due to limited preserved remains and DNA samples, the only way to recreate them would be through their closest relatives, the tree sloths, using CRISPR gene editing technology. CRISPR can modify genes in living organisms and has potential applications even for creating superhumans in the future. 5. Thylacine, Tasmanian tiger. Imagine a hybrid of a dog, tiger, and kangaroo. That's what the thylacine looked like. These marsupials once lived in Australia and Tasmania. However, the introduction of dingoes 3,000 years ago drove them extinct in mainland Australia. The remaining population in Tasmania was hunted to extinction by British colonists, with the last known thylacine dying in a zoo in 1936 due to poor treatment. Luckily, over 750 well-preserved specimens exist in museums worldwide, including preserved young thylacines kept in ethanol. In 2018, their genome was fully sequenced, and scientists are working to bring them back using CRISPR technology to edit the embryos of fat-tailed dunnerts, a species genetically similar to thylacines. 4. Woolly rhinoceros. These rhinos lived in the icy regions of the Ice Age and were much larger and furrier than modern-day rhinos. They went extinct due to climate change and human hunting. Although well-preserved bodies of woolly rhinos have been found in Siberia, no high-quality genetic material has been extracted yet. One way to recreate them would be through selective breeding of their closest living relatives, the Sumatran rhinos. While Sumatran rhinos don't have as much fur, genetic mutations could be used to breed rhino offspring with characteristics similar to the woolly rhino. However, since Sumatran rhinos are critically endangered, their conservation must also be prioritized. 3. Quagga. Quaggas were a unique subspecies of zebras with distinct stripe patterns, making them appear like a cross between a zebra and a horse. They were hunted to extinction in South Africa by the late 19th century. In 1987, the Quagga project began using selective breeding of plain zebras to recreate quagga-like zebras. So far, over 150 quagga-like zebras have been bred, with 12 to 15 of them reintroduced into their natural habitat. 2. Dodo. The dodo, a flightless bird native to Mauritius, lacked fear of predators, making them easy prey for Dutch sailors and the animals they brought, such as rats, cats, and dogs. By 1690, dodos were extinct. However, well-preserved specimens, including the Oxford dodo, have allowed scientists to sequence the dodo genome. Using CRISPR, researchers plan to edit the DNA of the Nicobar pigeon, the dodo's closest living relative, to recreate this iconic bird. Named by woolly mammoth. The woolly mammoth, an icon of the Ice Age, is one of the most famous extinct animals. Adapted to cold climates with its thick fur, the mammoth went extinct around 10,000 years ago due to climate change and human hunting. Remarkably, some isolated populations survived on Wrangel Island until around 4,000 years ago. Preserved mammoth remains, including one that yielded blood, have enabled scientists to sequence its genome in 2015. Plans are underway to edit the embryos of Asian elephants, which share 99.6% of their DNA with mammoths, using CRISPR. This project aims to create a hybrid elephant that resembles the woolly mammoth, with a possible reintroduction by 2027. Excitingly, the efforts to bring back the thylacine, dodo, and woolly mammoth are all being spearheaded by the same biotech company, Colossal Biosciences.